Hello, and welcome to Happily Committed. My name is Coach Adrian, and today I want to talk to you about long distance relationships and why long distance relationships can fail. If you're watching this video, you're probably in a long distance relationship and you're either afraid that it's going to end, or perhaps the breakup has already occurred and you're trying to think about what went wrong and why. There are several common challenges that I see in long distance relationships. But the one that I want to talk about today is linked to communication. Communication is crucial in all relationships, and many relationships fail because people aren't able to communicate the right way. But communication is especially key in long distance because, in some way, that is your bridge. That is what enables you to really stay connected and to make sure that you're meeting your partner's needs and that your needs are also being met. And that's why I see a lot of relationships start to collapse because there is a sort of imbalance when it comes to communication. So, what can you do to make sure that you don't find yourself in that situation? I've actually created a checklist, a 10-point checklist of things that you need to do to make sure that you maintain a strong communication. It's free. You can find that checklist via the link below. So I really encourage you to check it out. So I want you to be thinking in terms of meeting your partner's needs, making sure that you are able to validate them when you sense that they're going through a tough time or when they're trying to communicate to you something that is very important to them. A lot of people, unfortunately, constantly invalidate their partners when they are trying to connect. Life gets in the way, you're busy, perhaps you're frustrated with some things, and you're not seeing the attempt that your partner is making in trying to connect with you. Another common mistake that people make is that they let their fears and their insecurities start to take over. And so you push your significant other away because of negative attitudes that is often rooted in ego. So make sure that you are not burdening your partner because of certain insecurities and needs that you have that can be addressed outside of the relationship. Your partner should be there for you, but you cannot expect them to make you happy. It is not their responsibility to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy and make sure that the relationship can maintain a healthy balance where you can be there for each other, uplift each other without burdening one another. In private coaching sessions, that is what I see. I see people unable to deal with communication the right way, not being able to address those common challenges and arguments that come up, and instead be more focused on their feelings, what they're trying to convey, rather than on actively listening and validating their partner's needs. A trick that I'd like to share with you is to make sure that you're not just listening to your partner's words. Don't just focus on what they say. Try to identify what emotion they are feeling. Where is this coming from? Because if you understand where they're coming from, you will be able to validate that emotion and you will be able to meet their needs, whether they're spoken or unspoken. Again, this is something that I address in this free gift 10-point checklist on how to communicate effectively in long distance. Again, this is free. I encourage you to click on the link below if you'd like to check that out. If you're having issues in your long distance relationship, whether it's linked to communication or not, please put them in the chat below so that we can address them together as a community. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your trust. Keep fighting for your long distance relationship, and see you soon for another video on Happily Committed.